Apparently there's a few longtail tuna getting around in the bay here off Noosa, so just come out for an afternoon session. It's about 11:30, got a tide turn in 2 hours. Just starting to see a bit of bird activity, a few bust ups on the surface, so I'm just going to scoot around. I've got a soft plastic and a metal slug rigged up, so that's my two weapons of choice for chasing little longtails. So I'm just going to sneak around the schools. Fortunately there's not too many boats here, a little bit of wind and chop, so I just got to differentiate the bust ups to the chop, and hopefully we can find some sashimi for dinner. School just out here to the right of me. Just going to get around it so I can cast with the wind. Okay, some longies out the front of me. You can see the birds there. Just going to get a cast into them. The plastic, a bit short. Got to cast a bit longer than that. Come on. I love a pink plastic. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, he came after it. Oh, how much fun is that? The good thing about using a soft plastic with a single hook is they usually hook up a little bit better than if you're using a treble. So these guys have got pretty soft mouths, so I like to use a plastic jig head with a single hook, and they tend to hook up a lot better. When they're in an aggressive mood like that and they just jump on a plastic, even though they're not busting up at the surface, they still love to eat one of these things. Come on, mate. Oh, I think I'm going to have to net this guy. It's going to be the safest way to get him in the boat. Come on, mate. Yes. All right, get him in. There we go. Wow, he has engulfed that soft plastic right inside his mouth. Can't even see it. I'm going to pull it out. There it is. Good old bait junkie in the colour pink. And there is a nice sashimi bullet. First cast, one fish, or second cast. You've got to love that. We'll go and see if we can find some more, I reckon. That's the lure doing the damage. Little 5-inch Daiwa bait junkie. Little weapon when it comes to these fish. I'm using like a 3/4 ounce jig head just to get a bit of cast. There you go, you can see them busting in the distance there. I might have to motor up to them slowly. That should hook up, come on. Yep, yes. Oh, these guys are on hungry today. That's what we want. Ah, he dropped it. Wasn't pinned. General area. Playing around with cameras. Often lose fish doing that. Didn't keep the tension on then. And lost the fish. Good game of patience chasing longies. There's some bigger schools, but sometimes I just prefer to go for these smaller ones that are popping up near the boat. Here we go, over here. Oh, fuck. Yep. Come on. Yes. Yes. Change of lure and a fish. Come on. I prefer to use the single hooks because they hold better, but let's just see if I can get this guy to the boat with a treble in. Come on. Oh, it took me a while to get one, but just had to get the cast in the right spot past the school. Fortunately, they popped up in front of the boat and I was casting into the wind. That's it, coax this guy back this way. I want him on this side of the boat. Now, we usually lose these guys at the boat because they've got pretty soft mouths, these little juvenile ones. And the trebles can sometimes pop out, but oh, he's a mac tuna. He's not a longie. Well, I'll keep this guy for baits. Still good fun to catch him on a slug. He's throwing the slug out there. That's the guy that did the damage. Change of lure. Got a fish. This guy is bleeding, so I'm going to keep him. Yeah, yes. Come on. Come on. It's got to be a longie. Come on, be a longie. It's coming towards the boat. Another mac tuna. Oh, fortunately, easy release. There's got to be some longies in amongst them. Okay, I've got about a dozen liveys in the tank now. Just going to bring the last one up now, and I reckon I'll head back to near that area where the tuna were, and I'm going to slow troll liveys. I've got slimies and yakkers. That's the kind of thing we want. These are great bait for Spanish. There we go. Got a few good ones in there now. Okay, let's get one of these live baits out on a stinger rig. Okay, I'm going to thread this guy through the nose. And then put this treble in his back. On as little drag as possible. Got enough drift at the moment. Just fling him out the back. I'm going to put him about 30 metres back, 30 to 40 metres, and then I'm going to put another one on the downrigger on the other side. Got a wind from the southeast pushing me northwest. I should go straight across the top of the line of where I saw that bait before, and hopefully this guy will get nabbed by a spano. Okay, I'm going to do the same on the other side here. Slightly smaller hook to go on the downrigger. Okay, get this guy out there. Make sure he doesn't swim into the other one. I'm going to get him about 20-30 metres, and then I'm going to drop him onto the bomb. Grab some line. So what I do is I get the line here and I do a bunch of twists like that. And I want to put that in the clip. So now I grab the clip, which is swinging off the back. I want to get that in there so that it's pretty tight. Don't want it to snap too easy. Okay, now that is ready to sink down. 60. And we've got 20 meters of depth here, so I want to go about 15 meters, which is about 50 feet. Okay, about there. And tighten the drag a little bit. Get some tension on it so that when it snaps out it's not too loose. Okay, so now my bait is down about 15 meters and then I've got one on the surface over here. So any spanos in the water column, hopefully I can attract one. Okay, you can see on the sounder there, that's my downrigger sitting there at 15 meters, 20 meters of depth, and I should be able to see any mackerel or schools of fish that come through there and go to hit my downrigger. The downrigger's gone off. We've got a fish here. Come on. What have we got? It's not real big. It could be a spano or a sharky. Oh, I've heard of these around at the moment. Damaging. There's a good school of fish coming under the boat at the moment. I should get a hit on one of these lines. I got a pilly, livey, and I'm just dropping a jig down. Oh, something swiped it then. Come on, something's taking the pilly then. I'm gonna get it before it gets sharked. Come on. It's a reefy, I reckon. Fucking gone. Damn it. It's gonna be a race. Snipped. I don't think it was a mackerel, but I think that was a reefy that just got sharked. Here we go. Yep. Come on. Let's get him up. It's a cobia. A little cobe. Well, it's not a shark, but it's getting chased by a shark. There's a bully just came up for him then. Look at this bull shark, mackerel, two bull sharks. Oh, it's game on here. Oh yeah, there's bullies down there. He's going after it. I'm gonna lose it to a bully. Oh. Survival of the fittest. He's let it go. Come on. Oh mate. The only way you're surviving, dude, is if you come with me. So what we've got here on the sounder is something that's just really annoying. You can see my downrigger is there, and that is a shark or two sharks just sitting underneath my downrigger, waiting for my bait, which is another 10 meters behind, to catch a fish, which is pretty demoralizing. I just can't get away from them at the moment. They're everywhere I go. So I'm gonna have to pack it in pretty soon because I don't have much chance of catching a fish with that guy sitting underneath my bait. Oh, I'm going through a big bait score at the moment. Come on, there's got to be a spano on that. Has to be. Or a big cobia. There's got to be a bite here. Come on. That could be a spano. Come on. Keep the boat going. Got another line out. Let's get this guy up. Come on. Oh, I've been working hard for this fish. Come on. Come on. Don't be shark, please. What do we got here? Is it a cobe or a mackerel? It could be a cobia. I think it's a cobia. It is a small cobe. Yep, another cobia. I was hoping for a Spanish. Disappointing. Not the Spanish we wanted, but a small cobe. I'll get this guy unhooked and send him back. I might have to try a different spot, I think, otherwise I'm going to get sharked. Let's see if they want to eat my lure. Might be too big. Oh yep, there we go. Straight on. When they're that hungry, they're not too fussy. Let's see if they're mackies or longtails. Get a good look at him then. What is he? I think he's a longtail. He is. We will take him. What is he? No, he's a mac tuna. So we want to get rid of this guy pretty quickly. Easy way to release him. Get some pliers in his mouth, hook it, and off he goes. There's got to be some longtails in this. What a massive school. Inevitable hook up, come on. Crazy. Awesome school. Yep. Oh. Yeah. Come on. Oh, I love being the only boat out here. Look at these fish going crazy. Insane. Come on, be a longie. Come on. Come on. Oh, he doesn't want to come out. He wants to stay on that side of the boat. I don't really want him there. Come on, that's it. What do we got? Nah, another mac tuna. God, where's the longies? In the bay. Still a bit of fun. pliers in the wrong spot. Off he goes. Well, the sun's about to set in the background here. A couple of fish today, so you know, a couple of tuna, a couple of cobia, a couple of sharks, hot on the tail of the fish. Yeah, a few mackerel came to the boat, but just didn't hook one today. But at least they're starting to show up in some sort of numbers. So just a matter of time before we start putting them in the boats early in the season. But hopefully we'll get out in the next couple of days before this wind picks up again and have another shot at it.